Hello and welcome back to Transports Fever. I'm saying welcome back despite this being episode 1 of sorts, because of course I have done 2 series or 2 and a bit series of Transports Fever before on this channel. Now, you might be asking, why am I playing Transport Fever again, and why is it not the Great Western Railway, as I said? So let me quickly explain. Whilst waiting for Transport Fever 2, I thought I need a title on my channel that sort of still does this. And I do like Transports Fever, and I thought I still want to use those British mods because there are so many great British mods, and I want to try some of the map generation on this once again, see what comes up, and just play a game in my own free time. But then I thought to myself, well, I might as well make a series out of it because that's productive, or that's as productive as I can possibly be. So here we are. Now, the Great Western Railway is not returning because, as I said in that video, I am leaving that for the second Transports Fever game because of all the features that are available, and there is a lot going on. So this is literally just a series whilst I'm waiting for Transports Fever 2. Now, how many times a week this series is going to be, how long it's going to be, I have not decided yet. I'm just going to do it and see what happens. And then afterwards, once Transport Fever 2 comes out, this series, whether it's finished or not, will probably disappear from the channel. And I suppose I'll continue it for Patreons if they really want it. But it will disappear from my channel, replaced by Transport Fever 2. So let's zoom out, give you a quick look at the map, and get ourselves started, shall we? So this is our map. As you can see, it's not the biggest map, but it's fairly nice. So it's going to be interesting to do. And I've made it one of those weird ratio maps. I think it's 1:3. I think it's 1:3. So that's the kind of ratio that I'm looking for, and I thought it might be nice to try that out and see if I can make a few railways that are more lengthways and actually seem more like railways. So anyway, make sure you stay tuned for the rest of this episode and hopefully the rest of this series to see me just mess around in Transport Fever and get as many railways up as I possibly can, and airports and whatever else there is. Okay, so first thing is first, I'm going to have to look for a starting point now. Let's see. Brig is a nice place to start, given that there's we should probably put a bridge at Brig, but that seems like a nice or decent place to start. I'm not sure how that's going to build up, potentially. Kenilworth also is fairly nice. Let's have a look around. Hungerford, no, not really. Peacehaven doesn't look great. Peterborough doesn't look great. Guildford, this is a nice area actually as well. Painswick and Newcastle, underlined that is, not upon Tyne. Felixstowe, Berwick, Burnham-on-Sea, well that's not really on sea, is it? It's Burnham-on-River. A few places that we could possibly start. Should we start in Lizard? We could just start in Lizard. I mean, why not? This looks decent. Yeah, I feel like we should probably just stick ourselves here and start in Lizard and do our first run from Lizard to Bletchley. Although I do need to find a capital city. That's the thing, I don't particularly want Lizard as a capital city. I do like the idea of somewhere like Guildford being a capital city. That's got connections to a lot of places, and it's on fairly flat ground, which means that we could, or it could, expand rather significantly and have train lines coming in from many different ways, along there, through there, down there, round from there. I like this. I like the idea of Guildford. So our first route is going to be Guildford to Totnes. Yeah, let's do that. Okay, good enough. Right. Next thing to think about is how should we have a riverside train station? I think a riverside train station is always nice. It might allow us to bridge across and then build something at the Guildford racetrack. Yep, Guildford actually has a racetrack. How bizarre is that? That's really strange. But that would be interesting. I think that would be interesting. So we're going to build a station. I'm kind of thinking about an elevated station, but I don't know at this point in time. Do we want a terminus station? I actually don't think so. I think this is going to be one of our really fancy stations. It's going to be an orange brick, because I always like the orange bricks. Eight platforms. Now we're not going to have really long trains. I'm only going to go up to 160 meters on these. And should we have how should we have this? I guess that's our best bet. Could bring it right up to here. Unfortunately, I don't think we can do secondary street connection, but that's not going to help us much. I don't think we can do anything much further than that with this particular station, so we can't curve it or anything like that. Whilst with the other ones, I believe we can. Or not? Did I forget to put the curved? No, there you go. You've got curvature. There you go. So, unfortunately, this isn't going to be great for us. But we're going to go for some pretty big stations. We're going to probably have two stations. We'll have one on this side and one further out here, or something of the sort, or even two stations right next to each other. In fact, two stations right next to each other might be nice. So do that, put the two stations, then we've got plenty of connection between the two. That works for me. That works for me, actually. So I am actually going to... Let's try this out. Obviously, we have no worries about money, which is going to be great. If I put a secondary street connection on this, this is where it could be interesting. There we go. Just cannot go far enough. What if I brought that down to a 5-track? Look at that. That might be interesting. Something similar to what I've done before. I've done stuff similar to this before. So that could, in theory, work. And we've had ones where it's really close like that too before. And that, in theory, could also work, but you know, 8 is a bit less. I'll tell you what if we didn't use this one? What if we use the this one with, no, not that one, that's one with, I wanted to know how many I've forgotten how to do this. Sure, let's use that one and we'll work on this. I want platform that. Oh no. Well, that's only 6. Ah, okay. It just brings it further back, that's all. So that gives us 2, 4, 6. Hold on, what is that going to actually give us? I don't actually know. If that's only going to give us 8, that's not really helping us again. No, that's not really... Oh, main track, that's it. That's it. That's what I want. Main track. Ooh, careful. Yeah, I remember this now. Okay, let's get rid of that. Let's try again. So it's not that one. We just have to. Unfortunately, we can't use the station I wanted, but this station will do. We will go for, yeah, that kind of angle is great. 4 tracks there. Can we have pass-through tracks? Is there anything going to pass through this particular place? I don't think so. I think everything should be stopping here unless we're running some freight lines through, in which case that would make sense. We'd have that 4 there, or we'd do this. Hold on, there we go. Okay, and then on this side, no, not quite that either. Not just a single. That's how many tracks? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. That's still 8 platforms. Why am I doing this to myself? We can have up to 12 platforms there. There's 12. Sure. We'll do that. That can be our station, and we'll have this as a really large connection. I'm not sure why this platform. Oh, platform divisions 2. That makes sense. This makes a lot of sense to me. This will essentially allow us to stop trains halfway down the platform and not have them crash into each other, I'm thinking. I mean, that's what I'm making of it. If I'm wrong, I'm wrong. And you just go there. There we go. Okay, so there's our crazy size platform station thing. Right. That's very big. Let's go ahead and work out another platform over in the place over here. Now, the unfortunate thing about this is there are a lot of trees. Now, I like trees, but it does make it kind of difficult. And also, where is this going to go? So, if we're going to go there, we want it to go there. And I suppose, should we have it loop around towards Nuneaton? No, that's going to be very difficult. I think we'll have to get a different station going that way. This one probably wants to go there, across here, to break. That's where we're going to run. So we're going to run there, 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 with a branch going off this way, there, across there, and then I guess we will go across here, there and there, only to come back across to West Ham with a little branch going to Richmond and is that Bungie? Bungie. Yeah, okay. It's going to be interesting. It's going to be very interesting to get this all going. Which means that you probably want a fairly substantial size station. Not that big though. Not that big at all. As a matter of fact, we can probably get away with these sorts of stations with about 6 tracks. 6 tracks or 4. 4 might do the trick. I'm going to go for 6 because I'm going to try and make the middle tracks perhaps transit tracks for, yeah, if we have a transit track going across for freight, that would be good. The only other problem is where am I going to make the station? Oh, do I make it up here? It's a bit up on an embankment, which is, I mean, fine in a sense, but that does make things a little bit more difficult. It would be much better if it was down here with a road going there. And then where's it going again? Spalding. So it wants to be about there. Yeah, it's going to be interesting. I'd rather have your station way out of the city, unfortunately, but I'm hoping the city grows towards it. That's it, that's the plan. How far out do we have to make it for it to work? think out here is where we're looking. Unfortunately, that's where we're looking, which is at this point in time in the middle of nowhere, but that's not going to be in the middle of nowhere for long. So that's our first route that we're going to have. Then, like I said, we'll have that branch off towards Kenilworth, and we'll have one in Spalding, which is going to be an absolute nightmare. How am I going to do this one? Again, same sort of length. This isn't a branch line, this is the main line station, so I guess this one's going to have to be down here again, so away from it, and then I'm assuming we're going to be disappearing into a tunnel very, very quickly. Yeah, we're just going to disappear into a tunnel right here, come out, and then bridge over to Brig. Okay, that's what we need to do. Right, let's get some of these roads up. Just basic roads. I'm not going to find anything fancy just yet. I just want a basic road. Sometimes it's annoying that when you've town roads, that's what we're after. Medium lane, country as city road. No, standard street. Yes, that's what I want. Standard street down. Perfect. For some reason it's not the same. What have I done? Different types of cobblestone? Probably. It's alright. That's the street that I'm going to use. Over here... Right, is there a way to improve upon this? Yes, there is. I mean, it's a bit of a roll down the hill, and if you do roll too fast, it's just going to go plough straight into the station, but there isn't much that we can do there. And then over here, we're completely fine in Guildford. So now all we need to do is connect up these first lines, these initial lines, initial station. Get it done. We're going for... let's see. I'm thinking, since everything is probably stopping in this place, we're going to go for some 40-mile-per-hour tracks out of the station. Now, which one do I want here? If we are going to branch it, are we going to branch out from here? Can we branch out from here? That's the other thing. We probably can, and we want to go that way. So we've got 1, 2, so we'll probably take... We're going to have some coming in from here, so those will be there. We'll probably have another lot coming in from down there. That will come in there. So we're looking at these. These are the ones here. So I will probably take you. We don't have to go at 40 mile per hour for long. Obviously, I don't want it to be at 40 for a long period of time. In fact, that amount of 40 is absolutely fine, because you will have slowed down quite significantly there already. We're going to go up to 60 mile per hour for this section, and these tracks are going to remain at these speeds most likely the entire time. There's 60, and now we go for the right. What speed do we want here on these tracks? I'm thinking 100. I think 100 is probably our line speed. Yeah. Since we're not going to get to that age. And over here we're going to see what does it want. Okay, it can take a fairly good line in. I'm liking that line. I do like that line. Okay. Other things is we're coming into stations here where we're probably going to be stopping, though we might not. Is there anything that will not stop at this station? Probably not. I guess I'll decide the I'll have to decide the speed limits after. I'll leave this 100 all the way. The only one I know is Guildford. And any place that obviously requires a speed limit change to be had. What are you trying to connect to? Oh. Well, I did not know about you. Do we really want the embankments here? I suppose in a sense we have no choice. Yeah, I suppose we have no choice. We have to take the embankment. Yeah, we'll do that then. Cross this. Like so. Now, what exactly are you? So I can't actually click you. I have no idea what you are. Okay, and now let's see. What is the approach into this? Right, we've got a dig. I mean, it's the methodology of the Great Western. You try and stick on the flattest bit of ground as often as you can. And this is still not entirely flat, but we are trying to keep it flat. Okay, and we can probably go straight in now. Where do we want to go? Middle platform or end to ends? I'm thinking... No, we don't want the middle. We definitely don't want the middle. I'm thinking we'll just stick with this for now. Yep, let's do that. And this one can go nicely into there. That's looking good. That's actually a fairly nice route. Put some fencing along that, and yeah, that would be a fairly nice route. What happens to the textures here? Hello, thank you. Just imagine trains rolling along that, and just going into that, happily pottering along. Yep, I like that route. Okay, so we've got that. Now we need to try and get this to Spalding. Now, easiest way, I'm assuming, is going to be tunnelling. But let's find out what the computer thinks. I think tunnelling is probably the easiest way. There you go, look. It just wants a tunnel that starts there and just does not end. However, we are not going to do that. We are going to try and run it along here and then in, because that's how annoying we're going to be. And we're going to take that out onto, well, we'll stick on this side. I suppose we can always work it out from there. So if I go ahead and start bringing this around like so, there we go. and then just tell it to try and connect. What's it going to do? Is it still going to tunnel for millennia? No, it will not. There will be a tunnel. There's a long tunnel there. So we need to try and avoid that tunnel. How do we avoid that tunnel? I don't want really long tunnels. I don't like the idea of long tunnels. It just doesn't feel very railway to me. Yes, tunnels are good, but not very long ones. Right, since this is going to be a narrower or a slower part, we're going to slow it down to 70 miles per hour. And we're going to curve it through like so. So there's our 70 mile per hour one. Goes around. Then we'll bring it to, I suppose we'll bring it back up to 100. As we have a, how's that tunnel? That's still big. Not the kind of tunnel I was after. Ah, here we go. This is better. Smaller tunnel, working our way around. Can I flatten that? Ooh. No. Okay. There. How's that? I think I can live with that. Yeah, I can live with the tunnel like that. Okay. Straight through for that tunnel. And then we'll curve it back. And there's a little bit of an embankment, which unfortunately could not be helped. As you can see, there's a dip there. Interestingly enough, we could do that, which makes it even more fancier. Which one do we use though? It's got to be brick. Actually, no, this is the 1800s. We're probably going stone here. Let's find out what types we have available. Oh, those are nice. Don't... Actually, is that a... This just makes a dam, essentially. That's not what I want. Trusses underneath, cantilever bridge. Different types of brick. They're nice. There's so many different types we've got. These are full ones. Just a track on its own. No, I know which one I want. That's one. Yep, that one it is. So that prevents us having, well, the railway doing some weird stuff. Now, viaducts are very common in the UK, so it's not something I am too worried about. Now, how's that connection looking? Can I have a cut, a tunnel, small tunnel, a cut, an embankment, and then over. Okay. So I don't particularly want that. So what I'm going to try and do is I'm going to try and bring it... Is there any way for me to do this without too much of a cut? This might do it. That's okay. Yeah, that's okay. Oop, bad time for autosave, but that does tell me it's the end of this episode. And then there. Again, a bit... that's a bit more of a cut than I want. Unfortunately, this is just the way this bit of terrain just is like that. So we are going to take that cut, and that's where we're going to end this episode. Thank you very much for watching. Please remember to hit the like button if you like this video, subscribe to the channel for more videos on Transports Fever Series 3, The Wait. Leave a comment in the comments box below letting me know what you think. Don't forget to support me on Patreon, www.patreon.com/ECGadget. Your support would be massively appreciated. It would really help me out. That's starting to look fairly nice. Let's bring ourselves up on the in fact, I suppose I could cheat here and bring what up? Oh no, I can't. I was looking for the electrified button, but obviously we're not there yet. Just do that. There we go. So you can see that we've got our first route, and that's what we're going to be looking at. Perhaps in the next video, we'll be looking at working a little bit more upon this route right here. You can also find me on social media at ECGadgetLP for both Twitter and Instagram. That's all from me, and I'll see you guys next time in Transports Fever Series 3.5? Series 0.5? Series something. The Wait.